Because he doesn't know how to navigate a forest.
The king knows he has overstayed his welcome in this forest. A low, thunderous rumbling reveals a monstrous beast is stalking the king.
Alright, right where we left off. We're in the crossroads. Wait, where's the extra going? Hey, don't leave us! We can worry about that on our way back later. This oracle we're seeking, is she the future telling the destiny sort knowing sorts? So they say. Why do you want to palm reading? Very funny. Alright, I have my goggles on and I'm ready to play. That's creepy. Welcome back to Once Upon a Puppet. We are currently in the understage looking for an oracle. What a pair of youngins like you doing out here? Not more treasure hunters thinking they'll stumble across the fortune, I hope. We're looking for guidance, not treasure. Do you know of an oracle living nearby? Oh, the oracle. Can't guide you. I cannot guide you, but I can offer this advice. Don't pry into the future. It doesn't like sharing its secrets. That's true. But yeah, we are a stagehand and a puppet who got tangled in some magical string and are currently trying to find an oracle to tell us visions of the future. Here's some opera glass. Uh-oh. Okay. A quaint homestead. Perhaps the oracle or someone who knows her lives there. Quaint, did you not see the monster lurking? Come now. Actors must be bold in the face of any potential hecklers. What about potential murderers? Okay. Stand back! Big treasure coming down. Uh-oh. I don't like that goop. Oh! What in the stages is that? Poor puppet. We have to help him. No, don't go near it or you'll meet the same fate. Are you worried about me or just scared of being pulled down with me? Drev, really, listen. I wish we could help him, but we can't save everyone. We must press on. Help me discern a way to pass that thing. It seems to uninterested in this chest. Yeah, that held out. Yeah, so watch out for the black ooze. How do I get you? Foolish! Venturing here, something is rotten in these forgotten roads. Do you know what you came to? Just don't let your gaze drift to the shadows. Too late for that. We gaze into the shadows and they gaze back. I don't like that. I forgot, you gotta use both of them. Alright, to the portal. Oh, I forgot to say, if you end up liking this video, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Check out the description of a link to the playlist for this series and other games I played on my channel. Tell me in the comment section what you think about the game and your thoughts. Oh god. And your thoughts on puppets, on the life of puppets. Am I glad to see you? I locked the door after that disgusting slime near devoured me, but I have trapped myself in here. We'll get you out. We'll try at least. Oh. Almost missed that slime. Oh, it's everywhere. Not going back that way. Ooh. New power. Quite the spring to this thread. I think we can grasp it on our own. It can propel us a great distance if we find the leverage. Wow, what does that mean? We can slingshot across big gaps. You know, Nev, for how annoying these threads are, they've been very useful. Maybe we could... Our threads are temporary, Trev. Don't grow too fond of them. Cool. Now... Oh. See, I wasn't expecting us to just slam our heads into it. Trev, Nif, look up there. Awfully resemblant of the creature that attacked us. Beware, you two. Oh, it's this guy. Crumple, how did you get here? In the crossroads, the stages have eyes and raptors have ears. In this case, mine. I came to ensure you two steer clear of these junk monsters. Junk monsters? What are they? Discarded objects assembled into hateful beings, giving a twisted life. How can I not say they first surfaced when the king began casting down pieces of the kingdom? That cannot be a coincidence. Don't try to fight them, only hide and pray they don't see you. The oracle isn't far. I have trust in her to guide you well. Until next time, my friends. Yeah, more backstory on this series. The king of puppets, the king of the stage, has been downcasting a lot of things. I think he might have even sent down the prince of his kingdom here. But I'm not sure. But yeah, our knave, the stagehand, was cast down because they didn't make a costume to the king's liking. Okay. Okay, so I can't push this up there. I thought this was coming with us. Okay. So we gotta find some way to get it to stick. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna hide here forever if I have to. We are as scared as you, scavenger. Take a breather, but you must find your courage before something worse finds you. Oh, did I get crushed? Am I just missing something here? No, I just had to be fast. Okay. Drev, wait, look over there. What is? Oh, no, a junk monster. What do we do? We'll be careful and quiet. If it sees us, get to high ground. I don't know how it saw us. It saw us immediately. Oh, I went into the muck. And we made it. Fiddlesticks, I think it's broken now. We'll find another way. Will we? All right, we did it. Oh, Nev, it's the Chief Rigger. Chief, it's me, Drev. Chief, wake up. Why isn't he moving, Nev? It's like he's petrified. I'm so sorry, Drev. Can't we help him? Maybe he's trapped in there. Drev, there's nothing we can do for him. But this oracle is a sage they claim. The sooner we find her, the sooner we can help him. Yes, you're right. She'll fix this. I'm sorry, Chief. I shouldn't have stayed home. Okay. I missed. That happens. Uh-oh. I know this road. I used to buy threads from that store for the queen's dress. Did the king throw down all these houses? Not just the houses, the entire village fell from the front stage. Some of the villagers moved to Haven, but the rest, Did you hear that? Something on the other side of the barricade. He's trying to break through. We best create some distance. You look like you know. What's behind that barricade? That was once the old theater in the kingdom above. We've been using it as a warehouse, but we've had to seal it off when... Oh, them. Anyone out there, please? My airship's anchored to the deck. I'm stuck here. These blasted creatures. We'll do our best. We have to do something, Eve. This time, maybe we can help. We shouldn't leave him at the mercy of those things. Keep 3 steps ahead of them and move quickly. real quick. How do we move? We're not going anywhere while it's anchored. While we're anchored. Okay. How exactly do I untie this rope? Haha! Did pretty good. I was sure those monsters would scrap the ship. And then myself, I owe you two. If there's anything I can... Got any biscuits? Shortbread, ideally? Drift! Ah, all out of biscuits, regrettably. Anyways, the stage looks clear. I have to stay and repair the ship. Be safe out there. I'll try. I don't like the sound that thing is making. Another petrified puppet. We might have our first boss battle soon. So while... That's a lot of... So while I was... Oh. Someone's hunting stagehands. Okay. Where did they come? Oh, god damn it. Are they gone? Yes, we're fine. Fine? I couldn't be further from fine. Poorly phrased, then. We're still alive. Seems some monsters can blend in with the discards. Oh. Oh, I was trying to see if that was another puppet over there. Oh, we had to slam our face into it. Damage, I heard a scream. That was me, not my proudest moment, I'll admit. No shame in the hearty scream, young puppet. Well, I'm glad you are unharmed. All right, we made that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that was dangerous. More monsters. Are they sleeping? Not sleeping, dormant. We best not stir them. Oh god, it didn't work! I did panic. I'll admit that. Yeah, that didn't work the first time. I let go of the R button, the right trigger. Alright. This place is like no other I've seen in the other stage. Wager the Oracle's nearby? Maybe, Neve. I've been thinking, if the Oracle really can't separate our threads, well, are you sure you want that? We could do much more. You don't want to be stuck with me forever, little thespian. Don't you wish to go back to your acting? I suppose I do, but I'll miss. Let's be done with this then.
I've been expecting you to. Come, we have much to discuss.
Okay, just give me a second. I know it's coming from the tent. Oh, they don't have any spools, so I can't pull it. Hello, Oracle. Oh, is this the lady from the opening?
I know why you've come to me. Alas, I have no ending for you. Merely a turning of the page.
Okay.
Long ago, a great story was written. The great story prophesies the kingdom's fate under the reign of King Caliban.
Okay.
Ever since his son, the prince, went missing, the king has been overcome with grief and sorrow.
That makes sense.
Disheartened with this fate, the king has sought to rewrite the acts of his life and consign the past to oblivion.
Well, that's how it
Everything the
works.
king deems imperfect is cast out. Be it a loyal friend, a cherished memory, or a place that was once home. All of them are thrown down to the understage. A world of unperformed plays and untold tales. Falling apart, soon there will be no kingdom left to rule. And no king left to reign. But all is not yet lost. The great story foretells the rise of two heroes. A forgotten puppet from below, entangled with a forsaken stagehand from above.
Really?
Who will reclaim the acts of the king's stories. Trev and Neve, your connection has a purpose. Together, you are to find the lost acts of the king's life.
Okay.
Rebuild the forgotten stories and restore the kingdom to glory.
We'll
Fulfill
try.
the prophecy, and your ties will be undone. But beware, for your journey will not be untroubled. A malevolent spectre will hound your every step. He is known as the Shadow King, a dark creation of a discarded past. The Shadow King will do all in his power to prevent you from rebuilding the lost acts.
Okay.
And so it is written. There is no shame in fear, my dears. For without fear, there is no courage. Trust in yourselves, for when I look upon you, I see something I have not seen in a long time. Hope.
I don't know where that hope's coming from. I do not need the gifts of foresight to sense your reluctance, Neve. Speak your mind. This is too much. My exile, the spool entangle us. Now you tell me we are predestined to rescue the realm from a king gone mad? Well, I wouldn't like to meet the Shadow King, but if the prophecy is true, we could help so many puppets and stagehands. My lady, you're filling Dreb's head with absurd fantasies. How can the kingdom's fate depend on some boy and I? You must know another way to sever these threads. Bearing bad news is my fate, as these threads are yours. We do not choose our fate, Weaver, only how we react. Until you rebuild the past, there will be no future. What do you mean by rebuild the past? The past is already past it. The lost axe are memories once close to the king's heart, but like many other things, he discarded these memories too. Soon they may vanish altogether. The lost axe must be retold to remind the king of what is dearest to him. I am agreeing to nothing yet, but if we were to do this, what you ask, how would we even begin? I will explain in due time. First, I had 4 spools with me, but those dark hecklers wreaked havoc and ran off with the spool's threads. Drev, I sense your worry. I have sent scavengers to find the chief rigger. I will look after him and examine his condition, which will oblige me in finding these threads. Come on, Neve. If the Oracle can help the chief, we can at least help her. Okay, I'll try my best. Bye, lady. Cool. Okay, it's just gonna automatically go there. But we are gonna get some way to fight back soon. We can foresee that much. I see the next one, we just gotta get over there. That had me worried. Oh! I see. Okay. Okay, I don't need to get all of them to see what they have to say. Just 2 more threads to find. Participate Rockets Club recently employed. There's still a drop of fresh ink. Maybe it's the Oracle. She must have dropped it. She's an Oracle and a writer? I wonder what she writes about. All kinds of tales. Many wonders whether her stories are inspired by the future or if the future is inspired by her stories. I have no idea what it means, but it sounds pretty spooky. Ah, I see. Whoa, what was that? It came from the back there. We should have a look. I don't think we should, but we're going to. Something big was thrown from above. The fact that our character doesn't have a concussion is strange. I know this house. Not long ago in the days
in the days before Neve's fateful encounter with
Neve.
Dread, the royal weaver faithfully worked away at her threads, creating exquisite costumes for the king's household.
Oh, I'm playing. I must weave His Majesty's costume. Done, and it's off to the royal quarters. I hope it pleases the king. Oh. A letter? That was unexpectedly quick.
Neve had been entrusted to weave a most magnificent costume for King Caliban to fulfill the monarch's ambition of creating the perfect story for his legacy.
Okay.
But the king was deeply disappointed. He had rejected every costume Neve presented and demanded another be made, grander and more marvelous than any before it.
Fulfill your duties. Weave a costume befitting the king. You have one last chance. One last chance. I've made countless already and they've all been rejected. Why did this fall to me? I cannot do this alone. Unless the Master Weaver did leave me a spellbound spool. Its quality is unmatched, though he warned me the thread is beyond my skill. But if I fail the king, will I be allowed to weave again? I can't believe this. I'm considering this. I need that spellbound spool. I think I saw it upstairs. The spool has to be up here somewhere. There it is. I need to make a costume with this. Well, that was a lot of magical power. If the master ever discovered I'm weaving with the spellbound spool, I'd be expelled, but this is my last chance. This has to work. I'm a royal weaver. I crafted dresses for Her Majesty the Queen herself. I can do this.
In
No, my
spite of
weaving
her
cabinet!
efforts, the spellbound spool was spoiled. Neve came to understand, like many before her, that fulfilling King Caliban's demands is no trivial task.
It's because he's a spoiled bastard.
Shortly thereafter, Neve was summoned to the royal
Oh, the
court
judge.
to face trial by the judge, standing before King Caliban himself. The judge declared the accusations against Neve: damage to the king's property, disobeying the king's orders, worst of all, failure to weave a magnificent costume for the king. Neve pleaded with the king to show grace. The judge demanded order in the court. But Neve insisted, for she had long served the royal family. She implored the king to give her another chance. But the king's grief was too great, and Neve's words fell on deaf ears. The judge commanded Neve to be silent, for the king was far too sorrowed over the disappearance of Prince Adric, his dear son and only heir. For her crimes against the king and the telling of his great story, the judge sentenced Neve to exile. As her world vanished beneath her, Neve fell to the darkness below.
Ah. I see. Hey Neve, are you finished daydreaming? I'm not getting any younger. This was the Weaver's manor. I lived and worked here all my things. The king threw it all away. Oh Neve, I'm so sorry. Don't be. I was foolish. I overestimated myself and now you suffer the consequences. You didn't deserve any of this. But you can't blame yourself. You didn't do anything wrong. Did you? You have a good heart, Drev. At the very least, I owe you your freedom. I've made my decision. Let's find the Oracle's thread. It's that slime creature again, Neve. I think I've heard of them before. You know what this horror is? There are stories of actors who step on the stage, terror grips their hearts, and they speak of dark beings in the floorboards, sensing the actor's fear and swallowing them whole. They call it the stage fright. I thought it was a spooky story, an old actor's tale, never imagined it could be real. Much in the understudy defies belief, but the stage fright is keeping us from the last thread. Oh, it is. There must be a way to banish it. I don't know. What could harm a shadow? The light! That's all for the Oracle's threads. First things first, I'm gonna look for any shattered pieces. Okay. Oracle, we have your threads. The threads you gathered are no ordinary spools. They are spellbound, able to create a near identical likeness to the protagonist of the Lost Act. The lead costume you must weave was once worn by a younger King Caliban. Spellbound? I'm not sure about this. I've attempted spellbound thread before, but My dear Neve, why do you still hesitate? Must I remind you of the wondrous garments you have already created? Oh, I recognize your dress. I wore before the royal playwright, but that would make you... It's been a long time since anyone called me that. Your ability is superior, young weave. I gave you the costume design. I trust in yourself. Neve, you can do this. I know it. Well then, your belief is good enough. But it's not like I can be exiled a second time. You're right, you can be killed though. Oh, now we can fight back. I see arrows on our back. A perfect costume, Neve. If we find a way to show it to the king, he'll beg you to return and build you a new house too. I can't believe I did it. I've weaved a elite costume with spellbound thread. Do not crease it. Splendidly done, Neve. And you're the spitting image of the young king himself. Now, the way to the Lost Act is open. Inside the Lost Act, you will discover incomplete memories known as Fractured Scene. This is where your thespian talents will come in, Drev. Finally, my time to shine. What should I do? Become the protagonist. And follow your instinct. Go on now. Your journey will be through the years, and you must take it one memory at a time. All right, let's go. Neve, can you believe it? We're in the front stage. It's more breathtaking than I imagined. I'm finally back, albeit not in the manner I expected. Remember what the Oracle said, Drev. This is not the front stage, I know. This is a memory of the past. Let's explore then.
Many years ago, when King Caliban was young, he ruled the kingdom in solitude. Seeking a partner to share his life with, the young king requested a fair lady's hand in marriage. But the lady invited the king to first prove his worth. He must embark on a quest to find a fabled and magical ring hidden deep inside a forbidden forest.
How do I get that? Crumple, what are you doing here? My king, the Phantom Forest is a dangerous place. You mustn't forget your bow, and you can practice your archery in the barn if you need to. Oh, thank you. Maybe I can hit the boar outside of a barn. At your service, my king. Everyone is praying for your success in the quest for the fabled ring. May the stages be with you. My king, why is he calling me that? The Oracle said we're retelling the king's story. This isn't Crumple. We've met Haven Hamlet. This is Crumple. This Crumple is from the past, and it seems he once served the king. So this is Crumple. So this Crumple thinks I'm the young King Caliban. Wow, I was dreaming of playing the king. What about you? Whose part are you playing? Well, there was no stagehand to accompany. Well, there was no stagehand to accompany King. I was never supposed to be here, so I think I'm invisible to everyone in this memory. Invisible? That's an actor's worst nightmare. Be grateful I'm not stealing your thunder. We can try firing that hunting bow here. I have a feeling you need to practice. This bow is as big as me, Neve. I'm gonna need your help with it. Okay. Yeah, I missed the piece. And now I can get this. Okay. We have the hunting bow. And now it's time for the next stage. You are a veritable master of the bow, sire. The fair lady is wise to have placed her faith in you. Hail, your majesty! May the world stage watch over you in your noble quest. We are eager to await your return. Worry not, gentlemen. All right. Dreadful still. See those traps? There may be a hunter nearby. Watch your step. I see. A hunter? Maybe I shall duel him then, to prove who is the true master of the bow. I pray it doesn't come to that for both our sakes. I wonder. Okay, so I can't shoot it. I was right to let my curiosity win there. Was able to get another shattered piece. No, beast. What was that thing, an owl? I'm feeling we're trespassing in its domain. We got a checkpoint. Is that a puppet over there? Maybe we can help. No, that's a trap. I know a trap when I see one. I may be trapped, but I am never helpless. Enough of these traps. Go over to the bow. That should keep the owls away. Oh, I don't like that smoke. Oh, that's not fair. Oh, I thought I could get on the back part of the stage there. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, that was a lot of poison. This looks different, almost like this part of the stage is broken. This must be one of the fractured scenes the Oracle mentioned, another piece of the past, but this memory has begun to fall apart. We have to put everything back in order to set the stage once more, to retell the story as it was. Trust the stagehand to know all this, but how do we do that? Well, let's have a look around your actor, see if anything appears out of place. A lot of things do. A lot of things do. Away with you! Nice. Climb this. Let this loose. The branch up there looks out of place. Alright, everything's back in its right place. Oh, that's cool. Good, there's only one thing left to do. Do your best. You need to act the part of young King Calabadrov, don the king's costume and set it into spotlight. What is that? Oh, okay. That must be a prop.
Night had descended on the Phantom Forest. The young king glances at the moon through the tree canopy. A familiar sight in an unfamiliar land.
I see.
As young King Caliban staggers through the Phantom Forest, he slowly realizes he is lost. Accustomed to the safety of his castle walls, this place is entirely foreign to him.
That makes sense.
Wherever he turns, fog, bramble, and thorn seem to openly conspire against him.
Because he doesn't know how to navigate a forest.
The king knows he has overstayed his welcome in this forest. A low, thunderous rumbling reveals a monstrous beast is stalking the king.
Golly.
Terrified, the king can only watch as the beast closes in with fang and claw. Until suddenly, a mysterious figure rushes in, pushing the king out of harm's way and facing the wild beast. tail between its legs, the beast flees. The stranger introduces herself as a huntress of the forest. Grateful for saving his life, Caliban promises she will never have to bow to a king again. The king tells
that's
the
how you met the
huntress of his
queen.
quest to find a mythical ring to present to a fair lady. The huntress explains she knows of an old witch, the crone, who resides deep in the forest. The crone may show him the way to this mythical ring, though she warns the king that even at the best of times, the crone can be an unpredictable character.
That she can be. We rebuilt it. We rebuilt the memory, healed the fractured scene. Did you see me play as the king? And a great performance it was, though I still never heard of this huntress before, or that she saved the king. She looked very familiar. There must be more to the story. The huntress mentioned a crone who knows about the ring we're looking for. Indeed, I've heard rumors of this crone. They call her the Maven of Darkness, the black-hearted potion brews, a cunning witch who grinds up little puppets. Are you trying to scare me? It'll never work. Then you might want to stop shaking. Come on, brave young king. Let's find this crone. Holy shit. They actually got an actor for it. Alright, so that's 100% the queen, and I didn't notice I got into the next chapter. I hope the traps I set weren't too much of a nuisance, Caliban King. They were intended for the beast that near devoured you. Those are your traps. I may have triggered one or two by accident, but thanks for saving me. Speak nothing of it. Anything I am indebted to you, who knew a king would make such a good lore. But what of the beast? Is it still out there? It shan't bother us again. I didn't want to cause it lasting harm, only to make it plain it was no longer welcome in this forest. Yeah, that's 100% the queen. And the fact that I, who've never seen the queen, noticed that before the stagehand that made her clothes is a bit embarrassing for the stagehand. Oh, that's why that cave is there. Okay. That worked out well. So I'm at least gonna get through this chapter, then I'll end the episode. I'm a good shot. Uh-oh. I'm surprised I got that. Because I'll tell you the truth, in my platforming record, when things happen like that, it takes me 2 or 3 tries. Let's check it. Space makes my bar crawl. Oh no. I messed up there. Oh. I forgot. I'll be honest with you guys, I forgot the sprint button. Are you kidding me? Oh. Well, at least it was just sap we slammed our head through. Oh, did we make it to the Crone's place? Whew. Do you think we're safe here? My wood heart's about to burst. I need a rest for a minute. No time for that. Look over there. The house in the treetops. It's another fractured scene. Could be where the Crone lives. Wow, it's so big. I once built a little treehouse in the mayor's backyard, but I found it smashed to pieces a day later. The mayor said a storm destroyed it. Jeb, I don't think storms happen in the hamlet, but you might get mayors who are very particular about what they tolerate in their backyards. Oh, well, that was mean of them. Let's rebuild the fracture scene post haste. I have a feeling we're being watched. We are, either by that Huntress or the Shadow King. Golly. Something's meant to stand on that mark. Okay. More stage fright. Wonder where that goes. Oh, let's see. Oh, I see. I got so caught up in the mechanics. She goes right here. Oh! I didn't notice the darkness. Seems to be the right place. I didn't notice the Crone. Okay. So I can't touch that. Okay. Get all these in place. All right, is that it? And the stage is set. Now move on to the spotlight, okay? We're not supposed to go there yet.
With the Huntress's guidance, young King Caliban ventures further into the crone's domain in search of the mythical ring. Deep inside the heart of the forest, the Huntress brings Caliban to a precarious wooden shack, nestled among the treetops, where the crone was rumored to dwell. Before Caliban has a chance to utter a word, the crone announces she knows why the king has come. He is in search of a ring of fables that will prove his mettle to his future queen.
Okay.
But the crone declares the king's journey has been in vain. There is no mythical ring. The fair lady has requested the impossible of him. No ring shall ever be evidence of his worth to any queen. The crone says that in his heart, the king always knew this to be the truth. Because after all, it is not a ring he really seeks.
Yeah, it's a little heartbreaking, but she's right. How sad. There's no magical ring. The king came all this way for nothing. I doubt his journey was in vain. The story surely isn't over yet. I hope so. At least the crone wasn't as terrifying as they say. She was, but your courage was even greater, little flame. The way forward has opened. Do not despair over this inexistent ring, Caliban. Remember that what you have now was once among the things you could have only hoped for. And what might that be, Huntress? That's for you to decide, noble king. I saw a shattered piece up here, so I'm gonna grab it. No! Oh. Owl wing. Not what I was looking for, but I'll take it. I could pretend that I dislike being the bearer of bad news, but I would be lying. Truthfully, I have no qualms about lying with lying either. Why do you enjoy tormenting your king so, crone? Take my words for torment if you wish, young king, but you will see the wisdom in them before the day ends. Go, you disturbed me long enough. This is no way to address your king. And tell your owl minion to stop attacking us. In this crooked house, there is no king but I. And if the owl intended to harm you, you will already be feeding the crows. Now be gone. Fuck you too, lady. Oh, great owl with sharp claws you have and big wings. Truly, you are majestic. Name quickly. I'm trying to get on his good side. What's the fancy word for owl? Hooters. Oh, but majestic hooter. No, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, I don't think it understands me. It understands you perfectly well, but you'll have to try better with than cheap flattery. Dave, I think the crow is related to this owl. They both wear the same look on their face, like they ate a very sour cherry. Don't attack me again, owl. I will not show mercy. Okay. What? Oh, were there spikes on those? Okay. All right, let's keep pushing forward. Oh, okay. I barely saw that. Fire! Bit to the left. Okay, I got you. And another stage to rebuild. Why is the Huntress up there? Here it is, a factory scene. Such a beautiful metal, or at least it will be beautiful after we tidied up. I've never done such a tidying in my life. Okay. We somehow have to get the Huntress down, I think. told you I've been needing to blow my nose for hours. Rev, unhand that handkerchief. Can't you see it belongs to the fine lady of the realm? Okay. But I'm gonna have to reload the last checkpoint. Alright, now we just gotta place the Huntress. I'm recording. Another fracture scene restored.
Preoccupied and downhearted, the young king finally looks up to find himself closer to home than he'd realized, and further from love than he'd hoped.
It's because he's not looking.
At the edge of the forest, in the midst of a meadow, the king confesses the truth to the Huntress. He never wanted to come to the forest. He was never in love with the fair lady. He only did what his people expected of him, and he has failed them. Now he is lost and confused, and fears what the future may hold. The Huntress reveals her name to be Helia, and that she is no stranger to his predicament. She tells him no one should have to marry because it is expected of them. He is the king. The future is his to write.
It is.
As the king and Huntress traveled back to the castle, the time they shared brought about the inevitable. The kind king and the heroic Huntress began to fall in love.
Oh, that's sweet.
The king soon returned home without the ring, declining the fair lady's request. Instead, Caliban took the Huntress's hand in marriage, becoming King Caliban and Queen Helia,
Queen Helia.
ruling the kingdom together in prosperity.
Has the judge just always had that face? Oh my, the Huntress became Queen Helia. That's why I recognized her. She looked so different back then. So carefree, so spirited. I never knew she was this brave to fight the beast to protect the king, but come to think of it, I haven't heard any news of the queen in a long time. Nor I. Wasn't so long ago that I would see her every week to measure her for dresses. Then the prince was missing and it all came to an abrupt end. The queen must have been very upset about the prince too. Maybe we'll see more of her, find some clue as to what happened. Want to keep exploring? Is this the end of the story? Alright, yeah, this is way back. That's the portal we used to reach this place. Must have finally completed this act. I imagine the portal will conjure us back to the present, to the understage. I'm ready, although, Neve, there's something that's bothering me. Speak up. The Oracle said the king's suffering made him discard all these memories, but this story was a happy ending. Why would the king discard a happy memory? I've been wondering the same thing, Drev, but seeing the king's sadness over the prince's disappearance, sometimes sorrow can drive us to senseless actions. Yeah, so he probably wanted to get rid of all memories that led to his son. We're back in the understage. And the merry return it is. I trust you were successful in your quest. We rebuilt the fractured scene about the king meeting the Huntress and how they were married. We even met the crone. Ah, the crone. It's been a good while. Excellent. This memory will now return to the king above. Piece by piece, King Caliban will slowly remember what he cast away. You have restored the first lost act. There are 2 more to rebuild scattered elsewhere in the understage. I've located the portal to the next one beyond the abandoned burrows. However, I must caution you, the Shadow King will sense what you can accomplish. He will soon make his presence known if he hasn't already. Well, be careful, Oracle, but did you find the chief? Yes, the poor chief rigger and the other petrified beside. I must learn what I can do about their affliction if we are to save them. I will find you when you need me, my dears. Before you go, I must say, masterfully performed, both of you. You have revived hope for everyone, although they may not yet know it. And we will continue to provide hope for the world and for the people of the stage in the next episode. So, I'm going to end this episode here. If you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Check out the description. I will link to the playlist for this series and other games I played on my channel. Tell me in the comment section what you think about the game and your thoughts on the king's story with the Huntress. Because my theory, and I hope and don't hope it's right, is that he's been convinced that all the memories connected to his son, who's somewhere in the realm. His son is just missing. I don't think he's dead. I also think Drev is the prince, but that's just a theory. But he was convinced to get rid of all memories in connection to that would lead him to think about his son. Anything not perfect, anything that might remind him of it, toss it out. Get rid of it. I think he might have also gotten rid of the queen, so we'll see if that's true. But I'm going to get out of here. If you made this far in the video, Prime thanks you. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.